You go for a kiss, she turns her head around. It's small, but it stings. You tell yourself, it's stress, timing, hormones, but deep down, it feels like rejection. You try harder, you give more compliments, plan a date, maybe even back off to avoid pressure. Nothing changes. Here's the truth. You can't force desire, but you can lead it. And when you learn how, everything about your relationship and your confidence changes. If you ever felt like this spark just disappeared, you're not the only one, and you're not alone. Nearly every long term couple hits this wall. What used to feel easy now feels uncertain. For most men, that moments create one of these two reactions. They chase, trying to do everything right. Flowers, dates, perfect timing, hoping she will respond. Or they withdraw, convincing themselves she's just not interested anymore. Both kill desire because in both cases, the man loses leadership of energy. Leading desire isn't about being dominant or pushy. It's about creating emotional safety and curiosity. So she wants to meet you halfway. Let me break it down for you exactly how you can do that. Truth number one, desire is emotional safety in motion. If she doesn't feel safe, she can't feel desire. That's it. And I don't mean physical safety, I mean emotional safety. Safety from judgment, from expectations, from the feeling of being needed to validate you. Because when a woman feels pressure, even subtle pressure, her body shuts down. Not because she doesn't care, but because pressure kills play. Think of desire like a flame. It needs space and oxygen. If you crowd it, it dies. So the first step to leading desire isn't doing more, it's doing less calmly. When you stop rushing, her nervous system relaxes. When she feels you are not waiting for something to happen, she can finally lean back into curiosity again. But how do you create that calm energy, especially when rejection has already hurt your confidence? That's where leadership really starts. Truth number two, leading desire means leading energy, not the act. Real leadership isn't about control, it's about direction. Think about good dance partner. He doesn't drag or demand, he creates rhythm, tension, and a space, and then lets her move freely within it. The same is true for desire. You can't lead desire with strategy or timing. You lead it with energy, your voice, your tone, your presence. If you bring pressure, she feels pressure. If you bring ease, she feels safety. Here's a quick reset I give my clients. Before you reach for your partner, stop and scan your energy. Ask yourself, am I seeking or inviting? Seeking energy feels needy. It comes from lack. Inviting energy feels confident. It comes from abundance. And here's the science behind it. Your nervous system communicates safety faster than your words ever can. When you're calm, her body can finally switch out of defense mode. But leadership doesn't stop at calm. It's about direction. So how do you actually turn that safety into spark? That's where invitation comes in. Truth number three, intimacy thrives on invitation, not expectation. Expectation kills play. Invitation brings it back. When you expect connection, sex, affection, response, you create invisible pressure. When you invite connection without demanding a yes, you create freedom. Freedom is sexy. So here's a simple shift. Instead of asking, are you in the mood? Try, hey, come here. I just want to feel you for a second. That kind of language creates warmth and curiosity. It removes the goal and replaces it with moment to moment connection. You can also play with micro invitation, a wink across the room, a shoulder touch while passing, a whisper that says, you look good today. No pressure, just energy. That's what sparks desire again. But how do you keep this going without falling back into those old patterns of chasing when you don't get the results right away? That's where this hidden bonus comes in, a habit I teach almost every of my clients. I call it the lead, don't chase sequence. This is the rhythm of men who lead desire naturally. I'll give you three words: anchor, attune, invite. Anchor when you regulate your own system first. Before you connect, take one slow breath. Drop your shoulders. Let your energy settle. Anchoring means you're not looking for validation, you're bringing stability. By attune, I mean notice, don't analyze. Feel her energy. Is she rushed, distracted, warm? Instead of reacting, match her rhythm. If she's distant, soften. If she's open, play. Attunement say, I see you. And by invite, I mean you lead with warmth, not goals, a playful touch, a slow kiss, a moment of humor. Lead her towards connection, not performance. This rhythm builds trust. And when she trusts your rhythm, her desire returns. You have stopped chasing, you have started leading. And when that becomes your daily habit, the energy in your relationship transforms, often without a single talk about it conversation. One of my clients told me I used to ask for sex every week, then I stopped. Not out of resentment, I just focus on being present. He started anchoring his energy, daily gratitude, a slower touch, eye contact without expectation. He didn't say anything about the lack of intimacy. 3 weeks later, his partner came to him and said, "You feel different. I miss being close to you." He didn't push, he led, and her body followed. That's the power of energy leadership. Calm presence invites desire back home. If this is landing for you, if you're realizing desire is more about safety than seduction, watch my free 3-day masterclass, The Hard Truth. It connects these dots, why stress kills desire, and how you rebuild connection naturally. Link is below. Leading desire doesn't mean being perfect or confident all the time. It means being steady, because she's not looking for control, she's looking for certainty. Not certainty that you will get her, but certainty that you won't collapse when things feel distant. That's leadership. It's what makes a man magnetic again. And when you show up with that energy, she relaxes because she doesn't have to carry the emotional weight anymore. That's how you lead desire, with presence, calm, and quiet confidence. If you're ready to rebuild that kind of leadership, start simple. Take the free vitality check quiz to see where your confidence, energy, or intimacy could use a tune-up. Then watch the Hard Truth Masterclass to understand how stress and presence shape desire. And if you're ready for full support, join the Empowerment Circle. It's where we turn these habits into a lifestyle. Link is below. But what happened when attraction is still there? You are into her, she is into you, and things still don't work the way you want. That's what I break down in this video, why attraction alone isn't enough for a strong erection. You will understand why chemistry fades under pressure and how to get it back for good. I'll see you there.